Did you know that the planet Uranus used to be called George's planet? Hi everyone, astrophysicist here with a fun one. Discarded name for things in the solar system. Let's start with Mercury. Mercury is a pretty good name, but for most of human history, it actually had two names in every culture because people didn't realize that the Mercury they saw in the morning was the same as the Mercury they saw in the evening. Same thing for Venus. Eventually, some guy named Pythagoras figured it out. He also did some stuff with triangles you may be aware of. There's not that much to say about Mars. Mars is the red one in like every language. Jupiter's moons, however, have a great story. They were both independently discovered by Galileo and a guy named Simon Marius in 1610. Today they're called the Galilean moon, but it was actually Marius who named them Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. But that wasn't his first idea. Marius actually wanted to call the moons of Jupiter Mercury of Jupiter, Venus of Jupiter, Jupiter of Jupiter, and Saturn of Jupiter. Absolute galaxy brain level thinking here. Incredible A+. Saturn's the farthest out planet that we can see with our eyes, so it's had a lot of names throughout human history. In Hindu, Saturn is the judge of good and bad deeds. In Chinese and Japanese astronomy, it's the Earth star after the 5 natural elements. In Arabic, Saturn is Zuhal, or the distant one. Okay, now it gets good. The guy who discovered Uranus was kind of a suck-up to the King of England, so he called it George's planet. Everybody hated that. Then they proposed to call it Neptune, or Neptune George III, or Neptune Great Britain. And then they were like, let's get real weird with it. So then somebody suggested Hypercronius or Transaturnus. They were just throwing stuff at the wall at this point. Eventually, they landed on the one that sounds like a butt joke. Good job, astronomers. Last and least, we have Neptune, a planet that was originally called the one farther out than Uranus. Personally, I think we should have stuck with that name because Neptune as a planet is kind of redundant. We already have one Uranus, we don't need another. Hope this helps. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.